What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle Pancis. If it's your first time tuning in, please be sure to smash the subscribe button. If not, thanks for your continued support. Today we're doing another video on my 2008 Saab 9.5. This car is moving down to Florida here very shortly, so we are in the final days of prepping this thing for its move down. It's never going to be back here ever again. So I'm doing all of the major maintenance that the car will require for the next 30,000, 40,000 miles. So at least while it's down there for the next couple of years, all it needs is tires, brakes, and oil changes, nothing crazy. So hopefully we nail that and we don't have any issues down the line and pay huge maintenance at the shop. So anyways, we have our blue subframe bushings in, polyurethane. This is my third time ever doing this job myself on the garage floor here. So hopefully we do it in record speed, and I'll run you guys through it, and also link you guys to the previous episodes on it. All right, so FedEx just dropped off these guys, so let's get that thing pulled into the garage here and we'll get moving on it. All right, boys, we got them on jack stands. We're gonna take off the front tires, then we'll get under there and start to unbrace all of the old bushings. Fun stuff, fun stuff. Alright guys, so next step up is we're going to remove this bolt here. It's 18 millimeters, and in the center of the car, these rear ones are also, the bracket across the brace is 14 millimeter, and I believe that over here on the subframe, rear subframe, is 16 millimeter. So we're just going to go ahead and lower everything down, make sure the car is nice and secured, and get in there and get it done. Let's rock it out. Wow guys, I've done this two times before this car. I've never had such a struggle bus. Maybe it's because it's a long week for me and I'm exhausted and I just have barely any energy or whatever. I don't know what it is, but I had a struggle getting those bushings in, and I ended up just turning the camera off to make life easier because it was just going on and on. But there you go, we got one in there, and the other one is in right there on that back side. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead now, put this strut back together because I released that to lower the subframe some more, and then we'll go ahead and do this side and should wrap it up, and we'll bring it in for an alignment. So just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I'm gonna clean up some of my tools. Everything got greasy, and good thing we got some shop rags here so we can clean everything up before I start the other side to try to get a fresh start. Maybe we won't have such a struggle. Anyways, stay posted here. I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys on fast forward. So all right, boys, so we got good news. If you guys watched, that bushing went in pretty easy. I had a couple little fights with it on the first go, but I got it. Here's the deal. I'm gonna put you guys fast forward one more time. We're gonna do the last one. I just do the back four. I know there's two more in the front of the subframe, but for all intents and purposes, those bushings do not get the most wear as the rears because of where all the engine weight sits and of course the engine torque. Ask me from my experience. I've done this twice. I'm daily driving the other 9.5, which we've done the same process with, and there's no issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing here, save myself some time, but again, do the core pieces. If you guys haven't watched my other videos on the subframe bushing repair, this is the original bushing from GM, which is obviously complete garbage. And when you guys saw me take the Sawzall, this is what I was cutting to bend out. And then of course, we put in our polyurethane ones, which obviously are much thicker, as you guys can see, much thicker. So I lube them up to get them to slide through the hole. And then I put the jack underneath, jack up the car. I let the weight of the car to actually go ahead and pursue my dreams on getting the bushing in. And as you just saw, I had a much easier go on this side than I did on the other side. I don't know if it's because of the different sides, different arms, different leverage. I don't really know. I can't really tell you, but that took me maybe 15 minutes, whereas the other driver's side rear one, not the middle, the rear, took me, I don't know, half hour of struggling. So sometimes that happens, and it's always unfortunate because you're like, I can get it done in 2 hours, and then after an hour of wasted time, you get nowhere, and then you finally do. So anyways, the last bushing is the driver's side, or excuse me, the passenger side center, which is actually much easier to do in terms of getting underneath the car here, like on the rears. This is easier to access, so that's good. Let's knock it out, and then we'll put the car back together and be done for the day. Get it for a tire wheel alignment, and she should be off and running. All right, boys, you guys just witnessed that last bushing go in. Just gonna secure this. Now that I raised that up a little bit more, it should allow me some leverage to get the centerpiece into that bushing, and we should be all set here. Alright guys, so last thing is to put the frame back together. Make sure you have one of these washers that comes with the kit. And this is our original bolt that goes here. So before we do anything, just make sure that this is lined up nicely. And should be good. So got that in there. Let me just get my second hand here and we'll put this back together. Alright guys, I'm gonna knock out the other side here. Just one thing to note before my camera dies is when we go ahead, I've done this so many times, I've stripped out this side after replacing everything. So be careful, make sure everything's lined up nicely before you start torquing down. Not a hard part to replace. You can buy the specific other end to the bolt on line if you need to, but let's try not to. It's only like a $3 part. So, but anyways, regardless, let's try not to. Have it, make sure it's all nice and straight in there, and then torque everything down. Should be good. All right, boys, we got her on all fours. Everything's feeling all right. Feeling good, like it should. All right. Oh man, I love driving these things after new bushings. Car's already feeling tighter. Oh baby! All right, so just in the neighborhood getting out, I can already feel a major difference in the car. Just under just slight acceleration, it just feels much stiffer, more responsive, of course, because there's no play in that subframe, and the car just feels so much sturdier. It's amazing. Like these bushings change the entire car for the better. Obviously our steering wheel is a little tilted, but that's why we are on our way to get this thing a fresh alignment. It's not vibrating at all, so that's good. 55 miles an hour. Thing feels fantastic. So that was another subframe bushing success. I don't know what it is on that driver's side. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm using my left hand and my left arm instead of my right arm to pull down the frame to get the bushing in and out. But obviously I'm a right-handed strength, so I guess maybe that could be why. The passenger side's easier for me, but the passenger side in total, guys, literally took me 30-40 minutes max just to knock out the bushings on that side, meaning take out the old ones and install the new ones. That doesn't include like complete assembly, of course. That's just the bushings itself. So I mean that's good time on these. That's what it should take. So you know, maybe it's because the first two I was rusty. I haven't done this since last year, but man, just breezed through it on the passenger side. So happy to announce that to you guys. I think in total was 3 hours of labor here. I started around 1 o'clock and 3-4 hours. I mean, I took some breaks, so probably a solid 3 hours. And you know, if there wasn't any hiccup, then we would have been able to do that probably quicker. Probably 2 hours would have been ideal. But all good. We're running 65. Obviously getting a slight vibration in the steering wheel because our wheel alignment is off. We took apart not only the struts from the shock tower, but you know, we removed everything around. So we're gonna get this baby all fixed up. I'm gonna leave you guys off on that. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. This is the next round of preparation for this car to Florida. So in the next video, we're gonna probably go ahead, inspect all of the brakes. I know when we rebuilt the car in 2019, I replaced the rear brakes prior to the car hitting the road. The front brakes, just at a quick glance, looked okay, but we're gonna change the oil. Oil needs to be changed, and we're gonna inspect all the fluids, make sure she's good to go, and then maybe do a quick detail ceramic coating, because the Florida hot sun is gonna eat away the paint. Anyways, stay tuned for more, guys. Hope you guys like this quick upload. Not so quick of an upload, but quick update. Hope you enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. And if you guys have any questions, you can reach out to me at Kyle Pancis on Instagram. Be thrilled to help you guys out if there's something you need. So, see you guys next time. Thanks. One last thing I want to leave you guys off on before I leave you off. Did you guys catch on to that? All right, I'll stop. All right, so one last thing before I leave you off. If you're on the fence about doing your subframe bushings, go ahead and do it, because if you don't, the extra vibration that happens in the subframe will start to induce further leaks around the engine, because that extra vibration will force new leaks around the oil pan, around everything else that exists that could be a leak. So just take that to note. If you guys have around 100,000 miles on your car, or 100,000 miles on the bushings that are original, 150,000 in their original, I would suggest strongly going ahead and doing this process. So I'll talk to you guys later. That was all I wanted to add.